What an exciting stream, everybody. This AI-powered tool is just ranked the #1 marketing automation software in the US, but here's what no one is telling you. Most businesses aren't even scratching the surface of what this thing can do. In this video, I'm gonna pull back the curtain and show you on how we have built an entire business around this tool for the last 4 years. In fact, we were just recognized as the second fastest growing company in Hawaii. It's a picture of me with the news publication from Pacific Business News. And it wasn't until we started using this tool for our client getting, onboarding, recurring payments, AI follow-ups, so many more things, which I'm going to show you in this video from within my own company. Because at the end of the day, we generated around $47,000 in revenue in the last 30 days. And I'm pointing this out to you because not that you can replicate this with just out doing any work or just the push of a button, but because there's so much information online that there's almost too much information. Your job these days is to find out what information actually works and is real and is working right now. So I'm showing you this, not saying that you can replicate it without doing any work. You will have to do work, but if you watch this video, I'm going to share with you what's actually working right now. And we get payments every month. Today I got this payment for $1,000. Yesterday $125. $4,000, $8,000, $2,000. We sell monthly subscription marketing AI services. So I want you to know that this isn't hype. We run 100% of our business on this tool. I've actually never made a complete video on this tool. I'm going to this time. And unlike all the other YouTubers out there who just try to sell you stuff, I'm going to be giving you a free trial link to this software tool that gets you 30 days free. Normally it's only 14 days, but I'm going to give you a 30-day free trial link. I'm also going to give you my 4-part AI fast track training that will walk you through how to get your first clients within that first 30 days if you put in the work. So if you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, like this video, and comment below, and I will send you a direct link to that free trial and the 30-day fast track training. Now let's get into what brought this video about, because I actually saw this company's, or one of this company's CEO on Facebook just this morning. He announced, this is Sean Clark, he's the CEO, he's a founder of a tool called HighLevel, or formerly known as Go HighLevel. Now, if you've heard of HighLevel before, you know that it is a super robust and powerful tool. And if you have, for some reason decided not to use it, stick with me in this video because I'm going to show you how a mechanic like me was actually able to use this tool. In the beginning, I was not very successful with it. It took me 3-4 years to really figure out how to make it work. And I've built an incredible business with this. So I want to show you exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to open up my HighLevel account and show you how we run our business and how we do all the client stuff. So this video is going to be massive for you. But this morning, I saw that Sean Clark, great guy, announced that he discovered that his tool is the #1 marketing automation software used internet-wide. And the way that he found this is by using a tool called Built With. And Built With, if you've never used this tool, this is a tool that we have been using for years to figure out what a website is actually built on. So if you're somebody who has tried to build websites before or get clients, or you're in the AI world, you may have heard of Built With. You can type in the website for any name, like for example, I'll type in my company's name, minomarketing.com, and it'll tell you all the things that are installed on that website. Facebook conversion tracking tag, Google Analytics tag. It'll tell you the frameworks, the softwares, the tools that are installed to make this website run. And so somebody like me who is specialized in going out and getting clients online, this information has become useful to getting more clients. And I'm not going to go over that in this video, but let's just say this Built With tool has been a super powerful weapon in my arsenal for probably close to a decade. Now, the great thing about this tool is it tracks all of the websites on the internet. And so if you go into their trending section and you look at the analytics, it'll tell you by different sectors, marketing automation, ones that are using, different Google Analytics and things like that. What are the most commonly tracked tools on all the websites that are installed upon? And so you can see for marketing automation, that specific niche, that the #1 tool that has recently just been ranked is HighLevel. HighLevel is currently the most popular technology in this startup with over 2.5 million, almost 2.6 million detections in the US. And you can see that people below them are pretty heavy hitters, right? HubSpot, Klaviyo, Adobe, ActiveCampaign, a lot of tools that we use, right? ConvertKit, Adobe Analytics, a lot of you have heard of these tools before. And so the reason that HighLevel has grown with so much success is because it actually works. HighLevel works really well to get clients, to run your client campaigns, to generate more money online, especially if you're trying to sell AI/marketing related services. And so, like I said, we were recognized last year as the second fastest growing company in Hawaii. Not the biggest company, because obviously there are probably real estate companies out there that are bigger than us, but the fastest growing. I think we grew 250% year over year, something to the tune of that. I actually have my numbers here to share with you. Completely transparent, right? It's super important for me that anybody that watches my channel knows that everything that I'm doing is based off of stuff that I'm actually doing. So I like to be completely transparent with you all. So here's my income dates for what my marketing agency, right? This is Mina Marketing. This has nothing to do with YouTube ad revenue, my other software company, my education business, coaching, none of that stuff. This is 100% working with clients, selling marketing services. And obviously you can see that in 2020, we made $368,000. In 2021, we made $330,000. We doubled our revenue in 2022. And that is when we started using HighLevel and we started integrating with different AI technologies. And that is what we are going to continue to talk about in this video. I'm going to open up the curtain and show you these different things of how we are using this tool. Again, I've never made a video like this because I felt like it would require a dedicated video. And here we are today. I'm showing you that dedicated video. And so if this is information that you like, please make sure to like this video if you haven't, subscribe, and let me pull up my chat real quick to see if anybody is here and I can give them a shout out. Cool. So you can see in 2021, 2020, let's actually start back from the beginning. 2018, $25,000, right? Started somewhere, started new. This is when I first really started tracking my revenue. Probably the first year I only made a couple $1,000s. In 2019, we started, really actually blowing up because I was taking that hammer. I found a method that worked to get clients, and I just pounded that hammer over and over and over and over, and I beat the crap out of it, and I started building this business. And so if you're new to my channel, you know that really, like I've mentioned, we specialize in getting clients. That's the information that I share with you here. I have a Facebook group where I regularly share tactics, and you'll see other community members following along with these tactics. Again, these results, I'm starting to put a disclaimer on my videos because I think it's important that everybody knows that, I worked really hard to get here. Regardless of, maybe some of the clickbait that you might see in some of these thumbnails, that is what it takes to compete in the YouTube algorithm. I'm sorry that there is some clickbait there. However, I will always use my results. It will never be something that is fabricated. And the reality is like, I have some pretty incredible results to share with you. And so I actually have the ability to create real clickbait that works, but it is important that you know that these results will not just manifest themselves. You're not going to sit here following a YouTube video and not take any action and not have any success. But again, the good news is that you can follow a path that has already been established. You're not going to be like me in 2017 trying to figure out how to do all this by myself. The only way that I really was able to figure out how to make it work was just by brute freaking force. So these results are not typical. They require work, but you on the other end of this video, you're totally capable of doing it. If a former mechanic like me was able to figure out I borrowed my first laptop, you guys. I borrowed my first laptop from somebody to build my first website, which I had no idea how to do, but I just sat in front of that laptop and I did Google searching and I figured it out. So you can put in the time to be successful. Now, I started using HighLevel in 2021, as I mentioned. And at first, I didn't really see the light. I wasn't really sure how I could make it work. I was focused on so many other things and so many other tools. A friend of mine, Mike Cooch, actually planted the seed. Shout out to Mr. Mike Cooch. Planted the seed about this tool. And I'm gonna skip ahead real quick because I have been using HighLevel for 2021, 2, 3, 4, close to 4 years, maybe even 5 years now at this point, right? And I have had a lot of success with HighLevel and within their community. In fact, I have several awards here on my wall. That award is a SaaSpreneur Gold. The one below that is a SaaSpreneur Diamond. And that is because I have used it to teach strategies to people to get clients that actually work. I'm also their second ranked affiliate right now. Full disclosure, second ranked affiliate right now because it works. I'm sharing this with you because I think it's important that people know, like, there is a lot of competing software companies out there, ClickFunnels, all these other funnel builders and other tools like that. And there are people who kind of punch down on HighLevel because they have a tremendous affiliate program. I mean, they give 40% lifetime commissions to people that are referred to their tool. Now, they have a business model where they want their affiliates and the people that use their tool to make money just like them. And so while some people might call it a pyramid scheme, it is not. It is an affiliate program, just like almost every other software tool out there has. And so, it gets a bad rap for that. And if you talk to somebody like that who is giving that kind of like poo-poo on this tool, they're really just kind of blinded by that and missing out on the massive utility, right? Like the massive utility is clearly evident in this tool being recognized as the number one marketing automation software installed on websites in the United States. Like, that is clear. Do you think that this many websites would be using this tool if it didn't work? No. If it sucked, they wouldn't be using it. They'd be using something else. So don't let that kind of stuff block you from seeing that this tool is great. I should have showed you these images. This is me getting that Platinum Award last year in Texas. These are the 3 founders. Sean is the founder. Robin's this guy on the right. He's kind of like the biz dev guy. And then Varun is like the tech guy. This is my co-founder at my online education company, Tom Gaddis, hanging out and meeting with them as well. So I want to talk about HighLevel, and I want to show you the insides of the tool, and I want you to feel comfortable using it. That's my goal for this video. I want to show you the insides, the ins and outs, and how we're using it, and so that you can feel comfortable. And so in order to do that, I do want to start out with the beginning. When I was first introduced to HighLevel, I was confused as to how to use this to start making money. HighLevel allows you to white label their app, meaning you buy their tool and it's not called HighLevel when you install it. You can add your own brand on it. So they allow you to resell their tool as if it is your own. So if I go into my HighLevel account right now, this is it, right? It's called Mina Marketing, app.com/Mina Marketing. It's the name of my company. Now, there's lots of different ways that you can be successful and make money with HighLevel. One of it, which is becoming a SaaS reseller, right? Software as a service, meaning this software tool, you can resell it to businesses. There are a lot of people that are very successful with that. I thought about it for a while. I've actually sold a bunch of it, but that was not my main entry point into having success with this. It actually added a layer of confusion and overwhelm because, listen, at the end of the day, as somebody who has been doing this for the better part of a decade at this point, I've done almost everything you can imagine online to make money. I've built high traffic websites that rank number 1 for things like, why does my iPhone battery die so fast? Like millions of viewers every single day. Put AdSense ads on that website and made, a couple $100 a day. But you have to have millions and millions of viewers to get that kind of revenue. It takes forever. It's damn near like hitting the lottery to actually make that work. I have done Amazon affiliate. I have done drop shipping. I have been an affiliate marketer. I have done, like I said, so many different things. And at the end of the day, what always works, especially if you're new, the fastest way to make money is actually getting a client. It's getting a customer. It's convincing somebody to pay you $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 or $10,000. You will make money faster by getting a client than building up that traffic, than building that YouTube channel, than getting that AdSense money, than reselling products, than do a drop shipping business. It is much easier to convince someone to trust you to build them a website, post on their social media account, give them this software tool to help them get more reviews, things like that. And with AI, it's so much easier. Now, I was overwhelmed with all the different ways to make money with HighLevel to start. And it wasn't, I slowly started to integrate. At this time, I had probably 10 or 15 or maybe probably not close to 20 clients, but I had 10 or 15 clients that I was doing Google ads for, running Google ads, or doing search engine optimization for. And the way that I was running that business is the same as I run it today, right? I'm not a Google ads expert. I'm not an SEO expert. I would consider myself decently smart in those two things. But I know how to find Google ad experts online. I know how to find SEO specialists online. And I found them and I've brought them into my team and they help me run these campaigns. And so I have been growing this business. Remember, I'm going to jump back to my revenue here. 24,000, doing everything myself, 180,000 in revenue, starting to bring some people in to help me. 368,000, brought more people in to help me do the fulfillment. I created better products and services. I was able to use those testimonials and case studies to get more clients. These are all things that you should consider doing if you're looking to grow a business online. And look at this though, by the way, I want to point out something. In this 4 years, getting to $331,000, a lot of people spend 4 years in college getting a degree. I spent 4 years learning online and taking action and got to a $331,000 revenue. Like, I'm going to freaking pat myself on the back for that right now, because I would have sold myself short if I just stayed a mechanic. I would have sold myself short if I became a firefighter like I tried to do but failed the test. However, it took a lot of work. There's a lot of sacrifice to get into this. I mean, the people that spend 4 years getting a degree, I probably spent 4 years getting my degree, but I did it at home. I did it from my computer. I got to take breaks. I got to take naps. I got to go on vacations. I got to travel the world while doing these things. And so it's just a different model that I think is so much better, unless you're a doctor or a lawyer and you need to go to college to get some specialized education. Somebody said you're young to look like 28. I'm not 28. I'm 37. So anyway, I digress. I was overwhelmed. I was wondering, should I white label? Should I resell the software? What should I do? I decided to stick to getting clients, but I wanted to integrate the software with my clients. I wanted it to help me get more clients. I wanted it to help me sell more things to those clients, to get my revenue even further, make my job easier, make my team more successful. And that is where I saw this big jump, right? 331 to 638,000. That's a huge jump in revenue for any company. That's a double, right? Double. In 2023, we went to 1.1 million, almost 1.2 million. Last year, 1.6 million. So you can see these 3 years here. This is the growth that we were recognized for as the second fastest growing company in Hawaii. And so what I was able to do at this point was integrate HighLevel and start using it for myself and my customers. And so I want to show you the different things that we use this tool for, and there's a lot of them. But I will say that in the beginning, I thought HighLevel was a little confusing until I figured it out, until it all clicked. And I'm going to give you the missing piece that made it click for me. And now I recognize that HighLevel is literally the most powerful sales and marketing automation software on the entire planet. I actually made this slide. I'm going to delete this 30-day trial link. I made this slide at the beginning of the year. And lo and behold, #1 installations on websites in the US for sales and marketing software. So, this tool, it's going a long way. And, this is a picture of me in one of their development offices with a huge support team that they have. They have an incredible team, incredible founder team. They have a lot of cash flow, and they have an international business model. They're built to scale. They're built sideways to scale sideways. They are an incredible company, and I think they're going even further places. And so Again, if you want my 30-day trial link, I'm going to put it in the live chat and put a link in the chat for my people that are showing up live. But comment below and I'll send you the direct link to the 4-part AI fast track training and 30 days of HighLevel. So what do we use HighLevel for? These are some of the things that we use HighLevel for. Maybe if you're with me live, put in the chat what you use HighLevel for. But number one, we use it as our CRM. So I'm going to go through all these things and then I'm going to go open up the hood in the tool to show you how we use these things. So CRM, so that's our database of customers. If you're not building a list of prospects and leads and customers that you could sell your marketing services or your AI services or your software to, then you are creating a world of hurt for yourself. You're making it much more difficult than it needs to be. And I'll explain why once I show you the insides of the tool. We use it for our lead pipeline. We have our salespeople managing that. We use it for our email and our SMS marketing. So when you build that database of customers, you can send emails to it directly within the tool. By the way, this is the inside of the tool. If you look on the left-hand side here, you have all these tools right here. Calendars, pipelines, email, marketing, sites, memberships, blah, 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 blah. So many things. This is your Swiss Army knife of building an online business. If it's honestly, I tell people in my community this all the time. If you are trying to build an online business selling AI related subscription marketing services and you are not using HighLevel, at this point, you are literally making the decision to use dial-up internet while the rest of the world is running on fiber optic. Why would you do that? You know, HighLevel, it costs $99 a month. I give you a 30-day free trial link plus training so that you can get your first client within the first 30 days. So that hopefully, not guaranteed, hopefully you can get your first client and pay for the software tool moving forward. Somebody says, you ever use paid ads to get customers? Yes, absolutely, all the time. So let's see here. 1 second, somebody's ringing my doorbell. Checking my Ring app. Make sure it's something I don't have to sign for. Okay, we good. So we also use it for social posting, call tracking. Call tracking is a huge one. I'm going to share with you there. That basically, we have people running Google ads for businesses in our area, and call tracking allows us to make sure that every time one of our ads generates a customer or a sale, we can attribute it to what we are doing. And so we can say, hey, you paid us $2,000 last month. Look, we generated $10,000. That's how we have people continuing to pay us month over month. Last month, okay, this is July, April, May, June, July. In June, Mino Marketing, my company, had a 100% retention rate, meaning all the clients, we have about 45 paying us a monthly retainer, they stuck with us to the next month. We actually normally have around a 97, 98% monthly retention rate. But last month, 100%, because we use this tool to track all the attribution and the things that we're doing, and we restate the value every single month for the things that we're doing for our customers who are paying us these types of monthly retainers, $4,000, $5,000, $2,000. Again, I'm not saying you're going to make those types of retainers by the push of a button. You're going to have to put in the work. So website and funnel building. We use all of our calendars. So if somebody wants to have a meeting with me, I send them a link to my calendar, and the calendar tool looks at all my calendars, my personal calendar with my family, my different real estate company calendars, my different companies, and it says, Nick has this day available. You can pick one here. AI automations, which is a huge one. We're going to spend some time in that. Reputation management. I should actually make this say reputation marketing because it's a marketing tool. It helps us get marketing clients by using reputation services. We also use it to build internal course and trainings. We use it for lead generation, the best lead generation you can get if you're somebody that is looking to have a pipeline of customers. Stick with me. I'm going to show you in this video. And then auditing, you can audit reports. And then last but not least, everybody, we use it for all of our client campaigns. Not only do we have a sub account, right? This is a sub account for us. That's the way it works. It's like you get an installation for each company, and then you can use all the tools for this company. It's like your sandbox, your dashboard for this company. But you can add a company and get all the tools for that company. And so every time we get a client, we create a sub account in HighLevel for them, and then we use all the tools. and we slowly upsell them all the tools, which is why people come in paying us $500 a month, and over time, they start paying us $10,000 a month because we slowly unlock more tools. Go HighLevel is the profit center in our business. We use it as our way to unlock more profit over and over and over again and charge more money in the process as we deliver more value to our clients. If anything that I'm saying is like making you kind of like raise an ear, then you're going to want to check out my AI fast track training, because this is exactly the kind of stuff that we go deeper in, getting clients, upselling, all that. This video right now is about HighLevel and the tool and all that, but you should comment below and let me send you that link so that you can get it. Now, let's go back to our list real quick so we can stay on task and then go through some of these things. So let's see. I see you guys in the chat. I see you. Appreciate you. Somebody just put a link in the chat to the fast track training. I see it there. So there you go. Okay, so let's jump into the CRM, right? And I'm gonna try to apply these tools to everybody, to like how you can use them regardless if you're new or you're experienced. So this is our Mind of Marketing snapshot. Number one, check this out. This is our dashboard, right? We have, you can customize these dashboards. You can put these little widgets that calculate different numbers and analytics. Today's the 2nd of the month, so we don't have any new AAA prospects in the pipeline or scheduled calls in the pipeline right now, but I'll show you the pipeline section where you can see the deals that we have and so on and so forth. So if you are brand new, I don't care if you are day one brand new, you are going to start to try to get more customers. And that means that you are going to be prospecting, looking for people to pay you, whether it's online, in person, on the phone. The fast track is free. It's totally free. There's an option to upgrade to the VIP. I think it's like $27. It's not necessary. It's free. If you want the VIP, it gives you some extra stuff, videos, blah, 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 blah. Go check it out. So if you're new, you are going to be prospecting. You're going to be looking for customers. That means you're going to be building a contact list. You should be saving that list somewhere. You shouldn't be just building a list on Post-its, right? You should be putting that list somewhere, and you should be putting it in your HighLevel account. And I'm going to show you why. So this is our contact section. And in this database, it's also called our CRM, which I believe is a customer relationship management software or tool, right? Maybe I'm wrong, but you can see there's a number here. We have 10,000 records, meaning we have 10,000 people in this database. These are people who have come in through an ad that filled out a contact form on our website, right? mindofmarketing.com. Go to my website. You can see if you go to contact, this form right here that pops up, this is a HighLevel form. Every time somebody fills out that form, they get added to this database. And so we have these forms on various places throughout the internet, on our landing pages, when we run ads, when we send emails. Anytime somebody uses the chat widget on our website, they get added to this database. And people say the money is in the list, right? They're not wrong. If you have this list, you have a group of people that you can slowly continue to market and talk to over time and warm them up into a paying customer or sale. And if you're brand new and you're day one and you came to this video, congratulations. I mean, you just saved yourself a couple years by what I'm sharing with you in this video. Because if you start putting all your leads in this from day one, as you get better and better, as you learn new shit, you're going to be able to talk about that new stuff to these people. You're not going to have to go out there and find them over and over and over again. You can continue to market to them. So we use this to build our list. We have 10,000 people in here right now. And you can do things like add special tags to them. You can see on this right-hand side, it says, this person came in from the homepage form. These are contacts that come in from our homepage. You can tag them depending on where they come in and how they come in. You can give people, each one of these people has a contact card, right? So this is spam that I got from Facebook. Not surprised, Facebook is like the spammiest place on the planet. Facebook support, I'm very mad at you at the moment because you guys are not helpful. No shout out to you. But if you go to the notes section, you can make notes. So like, let's say you call this person up and you're talking to them and they're like, hey, no, call me back in a week, but talk to this person. Or maybe you pitch them a certain amount. Well, take those notes, because when you get them on the phone again 6 months or in a year, you can pick up where you left off. You don't have to guess. So you have a contact database, and that's what that's for. And, essentially that database is kind of your hive of your business. You use this database, this CRM, with a lot of these other tools. If you don't have this database of clients or leads or prospects, a lot of this other shit doesn't really work. It doesn't really do a lot. So make sure you're tracking your contacts and your leads. Now, the lead pipeline. Let's talk about this section. So if you go to the opportunities section, this is called the lead pipeline. I call it a lead pipeline. This is where, if you are brand new, you will probably be managing this yourself. But if you are experienced, you might have a salesperson come in and start to manage this for you. People in the chat saying they didn't get a link. I've posted the link. I just posted it again. It's there. Read, look, scroll up. Stop complaining. So this is how we use this opportunity section. We have these various columns. You can edit these columns. You can change them to whatever you want. This is the format that works for me. But when I look at this, right, each one of these little cards represents a deal, a possibility of becoming a paying customer. Whether you are selling AI services, you're selling SEO, you're selling websites, it doesn't matter. If you're selling jewelry, put your leads into your system and put them in different categories, in different buckets. And creating a system around this is going to allow you to close people more predictably, regularly. And then when the time comes to bring somebody in to do it for you, which is known as scaling, it becomes easier because you can hand them the torch. And the torch is this. They can come in and they can see, okay, these are all the leads that have just entered our system, that are just in our world for the first time ever. Now, we use different tools, and I'm going to talk about it too, build our lead list and fill this column up with leads. What you or your person on your team doing sales will do is come in every day and do your outreach, whether it's email, DM, social media. You can click on this and you can actually do those different actions from this viewpoint, right? You can click this button and you can actually call. You can click view conversations. You can hit the call button. If there's a phone number, this person doesn't have a phone number. If there's an email, you can send an email. See this one right here, it says call. By the way, the nice thing about this is your calls are tracked if you want them to be. There's reporting on your calls. I'll show you some of that reporting too. And I didn't even add that into my slide deck. But so you have your lead in. You can see this column. It says this is the first time a sales rep has called this person. So we've made contact one time to all these people right here. All of these people in this column, nobody's been contacted to. And then it gets the more you go right, the warmer the lead list gets. So we classified our company people by different levels of lead scoring, right? We have AAA prospects, people that have had a contract sent to them. A-level prospects, there's a follow-up meeting that's scheduled. B-level prospects, they're going to need 30 to 60 days to close. C-level prospects, 90 plus days to close. People that have no-showed to meetings. So you can see that depending on your interaction, you can move these deals to the different stages. And so when you want to continue to prospect and close deals, you can come to the opportunities pipeline, and you can see that there's a little thumbnail here. This is the sales rep on my team that's responsible for these deals. It's very systemized. In the beginning, I was doing this all myself. This tool made it easier for me to do this. But if I go back to what I shared with you about our growth, right? In 2019, 2020, I'm doing all the sales and stuff myself. When I start using this tool and I double my revenue to 600,000, it's when I started having my team start to take over. My team couldn't take over until I actually started using these types of tools. Does that make sense? Let me know in the chat if you're getting value, if this makes sense, and if you have any questions. And if you haven't liked this video, please like the video. It'll help the YouTube algorithm. So that's the lead pipeline. Whew, there's a lot of stuff for me to talk about here. I got to jam through this. Email and SMS marketing is a bit self-explanatory. If I go to the marketing tab here, you can see that we have the email section where you can create email campaigns and send it to all of your contacts in your database. So if you're growing your list regularly, then you can just come here and you can send them emails. You can let them know about your new products, your new services. And think about this, right? I'm just showing you this from kind of my perspective of using this to run my agency. But like, what about our clients that now pay us monthly and have these tools that we can use on their behalf? We use them on their behalf. They don't really use the tool unless they're like, adventurous, but we use it on their behalf because it's easy to use, and this is how we get paid. And we can teach people on our team to use these tools, so it's massively scalable, right? So you can do email, you can do SMS marketing. One of the other beautiful things about this tool, everybody, is this conversations tab. I call it the Omni Conversations tab. So when you bring in a new customer, you can connect. You got this Launchpad section. You send them this. The way you send them a login into HighLevel is you go to this Launchpad and you hit the send link. You put in their phone number and it sends them a link to log in to this dashboard. And they can come in here and they can connect their Google Business profile. They can connect to their Facebook page. They can connect their WhatsApp. And they integrate their social media profiles. So you never need to get their password. It makes it easy for you to do the social media section, right? If I go to the social planner, you can see that I have all my social media accounts set up here. In this planner, I can create content. I go to new post, create new post. I'm not going to do this in this video. I have plenty of videos where I show you how to create AI related content directly in this tool and schedule it out to all the different platforms that you have integrated. Pro tip, this is something that you can sell to people for $300, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month if you want. You have this tool. And also we do this service for ourselves, right? You can see that these posts are all scheduled for our agency. This post went out on the 30th. This one goes out on the 7th. This one goes out on the 14th. You can see they're scheduled. They're written by AI. The images, I love these images. This is an image generated by AI of the Minor Marketing office. And it looks like it's in Hawaii. We get messages. I just got a message the other day. Somebody saying, wow, man, your office is sick. That's not my office. It's an AI office. It's an AI image. But the perception is, oh my God, it's massive, And so we create that perception for our clients using this, and we get paid in the process. We create that perception for ourselves, and we get clients by doing this. So again, like people that have struggled to get clients, maybe you should just start taking action by using this tool because it allows you to create value for yourself and for other people, and you can get paid in the process. So that's the social media planner section. I shared with you the email section, the conversations tab. So when they join, or when you set up all of your accounts, I have our Instagram, our Messenger. You can see this is our Facebook Messenger. You can see emails. This is Instagram. This is contact. All those conversations come into this one tab, and you can text, you can send emails, you can call from this tab. And anybody on our team can also manage this. So rather than having to go to Google Business to answer messages, you have your Instagram to answer messages, your Facebook to answer messages. You have it all compartmentalized in one place, and your entire team can manage it. That's good for me. That's also good for my clients. When I set this up for my clients and we run a Google ad campaign for them and we put contact forms on their website and people start funneling into the website, they're building their database of customers, and now they can send emails to those customers, and now they can contact and respond and work out details with customers all directly from all their platforms in this one Omni Conversations tab. Also, they get an app, a mobile app that goes with this entire thing. So, just like having any other app on your iPhone, you will have the Omni Conversations tab funneling all of those conversations from all the platforms just in one app on their phone. It just simplifies their life and makes it so much easier. Social posting, email, SMS, I went through that. So call tracking. If I go to the reporting section, so number one, call tracking starts with getting phone numbers, right? I'm not going to open up the phone number section because there might be some information in there I don't want out there. But just know that you can buy phone numbers in any area code through this tool, and then use those phone numbers for your marketing. And you can set up specific things like call forwarding and call tracking. So a lot of people ask me this question, and I struggled with this in the beginning. I used to get run my entire business off my private cell phone. And so anytime leads would come in, they'd call my private line, and it got kind of annoying once we started blowing up. So what I did was I ported my number into HighLevel, and then I just added all of my team members' mobile app as like a round robin situation. So anytime somebody calls a company line, it just forwards those calls to my team. So my phone number became a hub for all the incoming connections that are now managed within HighLevel. It's brilliant, right? It's our, like I said, it's like our cockpit. It's our, I don't know. It's amazing. So you can add as many numbers as you want. It was a pain in the butt to find Hawaii area codes until HighLevel came around. You can actually buy 808 numbers directly in HighLevel for $1. Massive game changer there, because all of our clients, when we set up call tracking for them, they want to have a local area code number because it's important that they know that people are calling locally. It's just different here in Hawaii. Bobby says, finally, I'm on the live chat. What's up, Bobby? Shout out from Northwest Oregon coast. It's probably pretty nice over there right now, weather-wise. So call tracking starts with having your phone numbers. You have your phone numbers. Your team has their phone numbers. If you have a client account set up in here, let's say we get a client that we sell Google ads to. We get them in here and we create a phone number and we forward that phone number to their company line. And so when we run the ads to the call tracking number and it forwards to their number. And then at the end of the month, we can say, hey, our phone number got 57 hits. And they're like, wow, you guys got 57 leads? Great, we're gonna keep paying you every month. That tracking helps us to restate the value every month with our monthly reporting that we send to people. And so when you set up your call tracking, you get phone numbers, but then you also get reporting, right? So I'm gonna pull this up. Call reporting. So you can see by date, how many calls you get, incoming, outgoing. This is great for you if you're managing a sales team. Like if I go to the outgoing section and I want to pull up one of my salesperson's phone numbers, I can see that in the last week, from the 26th to today, there have been 203 outbound prospecting calls to businesses to try to bring them in as new customers. So I know that this person is doing their job. I can actually go down here and I can listen to the calls. And like this one is a 17-minute call. That's probably a decent call with a decent lead or a decent prospect. Maybe she comes to me and says like, hey, they didn't close. Can you help me figure out why? I can train my team. So let's say that we use call tracking for our client campaigns and they're like, hey, you guys are sending us these leads, but they suck. Well, why don't we go review the calls? We go review the calls and we found out, no, our calls are good. Your salesperson sucks. You need to figure out how to close better because that person was willing to buy. I can't tell you, like that has happened several times where business owners are disconnected for how their team is performing, and having call tracking and reporting can allow you to be more successful and, build your retention and your relationship with your clients. Website and funnel building. This is pretty self-explanatory. If you go to the sites section, you can create websites and funnels. No coder. It's like a no coding website builder. If you go to the website section, what I love about this is there's thousands of templates that you can use in any industry. So whether you want to create a website just for yourself, for your marketing agency, boom, you have a template right here. You can edit it. You don't have to be a web developer, or you can create these websites to sell to people. You can also do the same with funnels. It's the same exact thing. They're there. No coding funnel builder. Calendars. So, if I go to my calendar link, let's see. I'm gonna pull it up over here so don't get some weirdos. So this right here is my calendar link. I'm actually going to change this, but this is a HighLevel tool. I add my Google calendars in here, and if somebody wants to meet with me, I give them my link and they can schedule a 60-minute or a 15-minute meeting with me, and it reconciles all of the availability that I have. Like I only have a 4 o'clock meeting available today. Yeah, that makes sense. I only have one spot available and somebody can get this. Look, scheduling with people is like the bane of my existence. It sucks. I hate it. Most people have an assistant to help them with that. I just use this tool in HighLevel. By the way, I haven't even shared this with you yet, but having this tool allows you to, and I hope you have seen this on your own, allows you to cancel probably a dozen to 20 other tools, saving you a huge amount of money, but also, so not only does it save you money, but it'll also make you money, right? Somebody says we get the free trial for 30 days, but if I would have AI agency with HighLevel, does your coaching cost for using HighLevel? No, the 4-part AI fast track training is free. In that training, there is a link for you to get 30 days free of HighLevel. It's all optional. You don't have to get any of it. And yes, if you later on want more help and support, then there are opportunities for you to do that. But what I would recommend is you just start there. Let's see. So AI automations. Now, this could be an entire video by itself, but an automation is essentially a way for you, and this is a huge way that you can use AI, but like I'll just on a simple note show you like a calendar reminder notification. So I just showed you my calendar, right? If somebody schedules a meeting with me, I have an automation here set up that will trigger a series of events. And so you can see these are different triggers. So there's a trigger here like that says someone booked an appointment in Nick's calendar at this time. And I can create a series of steps that this tool can use to go out and do things. So I can set it up with conditions. So I can say like, as soon as somebody books an appointment with me, send them an email that confirms their appointment, giving them more information. Send them a text. Send them, wait 3 days. Send them this email. Send them this text. Wait 24 hours before our appointment. Give them this reminder. Hey, our appointment starts in an hour. Here's the link just in case you forget. So this is all like, you can do so many things with these automations. There's so many, you can add tags in these automations. You can send SMS, you can make phone calls, you can drop Instagram DMs. You can notify your team internally, like, hey, an automation is triggered. You can use WhatsApp. You can book appointments. You can have these little conditions. You know, if this condition's met, like if they have this tag, then send this email. If they have that tag, then send this email. Wait 30 days. So many things. If you want more information on this, by the way, just go type into Google, Go HighLevel Automation. And they have like the best support portal. These are all ads. Introduction to workflows and automations. Videos, step-by-step, how-to tutorials. They also have the best support team that I've worked with in, I don't know, quite some time. My team likes working with them, which is important. There's a link in the chat live, Bobby. If you scroll up, you get that link. So that's automations. Reputation marketing. Let's jump into the reputation marketing section. My throat is getting a little raspy, so I want to hurry this up. If you go to the reputation section, you can do things like send review requests to that entire database of leads that you have created. You can also respond to all the reviews that come in to your Google business page. So we integrate with our Google business page, and as soon as a review comes in, our team gets a notification, and then we can respond right there. We can actually respond and use AI to respond to those messages. So like, this message right here was created by AI in response to what Jesse wrote here. So this is a service that you can actually sell people. I know people in our community that sell review management, where they go out and get reviews for their clients. They can use this as an activation process for new clients. So think about getting a new client. They want to get more reviews. They have a customer database. You upload the database into HighLevel. Now you send them a review request. They get an email or a text where they can click the link and leave a review and build their reviews. You can charge for that. Lots of other things. You can add a widget on their website to leave reviews as well. And then internal course and trainings. So like if I go to the membership section, you can actually create courses. So for me and my team, we have team training for the different roles in the marketing company. So if you're an account coordinator, you're a project manager, you're an SEO specialist, you're an admin assistant, we have different courses that we give to those people. So unlike having to train everybody individually, if I want a new project manager, I just send them the project management course. Here it is. Step by step, services we sell, how we do client onboarding, how we do website fulfillment, how we do SEO fulfillment, how we do paid advertising. By the way, these courses, like how I train my own team, we do offer in some of our higher level coaching programs. I know that people see this and they're like, oh shit, that's pretty awesome. I would like to be trained as if I was somebody on your team. So it is available. But yeah, look, if I preview this is what one of these courses look like. So it's very step-by-step videos, videos that I've created. This membership platform though, look at that guy. This is created in HighLevel. This is just another feature of HighLevel. Insane, right? So lead generation. Lots of different ways that you can do lead generation through this tool. My favorite way is using an app that I built. It's called Smart Directory AI. So if you have any questions about like more information about it after I get into it, you can go to smartdirectory.ai.com and you can watch this video. But essentially, Smart Directory is an app that we have built on HighLevel's platform. And if you add it to your sub account, you will see it down here at the bottom. I'll pull it up real quick so you can get a little demo of what I'm talking about here. So Smart Directory allows you to create this website right here. Let me pull up the back end version of it too. So this is the best way to build your database of clients. The best way to build your database of clients and keep a regular, steady flowing. Something's going on with HighLevel right now. So there we go. It's not HighLevel, it's my browser. So essentially, Smart Directory allows you to build what's called a directory website. So it's a directory in our area where we give businesses listings or advertisements on our site, and we are able to give them free or premium listings and upgrade in the process. And by doing that, we build out our database of customers. Let me show you. This is what the website looks like. These are what some of the listings look like. And so if you upload a list, you can give people a listing on your site and then drop them through the automations that will tell them, hey, you have a new listing on our site. Would you like to upgrade to premium? And there's a whole method and a process that goes behind that. There's a course with it and all that stuff there. If you're interested in that, getting more prospects and more leads using Smart Directory, you can go to smartdirectory.ai. We also have the ability to do audits in there. So if you go to, it looks like they moved it. Marketing. AI agents. You can add an AI agent, a conversations bot. You can add chat widgets. I don't have the auditing tool activated in my account here, but there is a tool where you can basically give any website and it'll spit out an auditing report that you can use to sell to people or turn them into. It points out weaknesses on their website, like they don't have a video or they have poor optimization, and it gives you an opportunity to fix it for them. It creates a piece of marketing collateral that you can use. And then again, we use HighLevel for all of our client campaigns. So each one of our clients get a sub account in HighLevel, and it allows us to run their campaigns and be more successful and clearly give them more value over time. And I want to share that with the 45 clients we have, we're generating over $1 million with just 45 clients. And when I tell people that at the HighLevel community, they're like, "What? Only 45 clients? That's crazy. How are you getting so much per client?" Well, the reason is because we start out small, but we slowly unlock more value using these tools, and we increase the monthly retainer that we charge people. And so, HighLevel really is an absolute game changer if you haven't already figured that out by now. I have a lot of people in my community that are following strategies. Again, these results are not typical. It takes work, but you can see people, getting using our liquidation already done method. This person got a $600 website sold. They use HighLevel to build the website. Scott Meisner, website packages. We have people selling social media, social posting. Jocelyn says $300 a month for social media posting using HighLevel. Jackie Tan says this works and it's very exciting. Last Friday, I sent out 2 weeks of free social media content. This is a method that we have to get and she got several hits of people that will want to pay her for that. So, if you go to my Facebook group, offlinesharks.com/Facebook, this is also free. You can join the community. You can ask questions. You don't have to sign up for the AI Fast Track training if you don't want to, but go in here, sign up, tell us about who you are, ask some questions, and then just look at the people that have been posting their wins and their successes. And if that is something that you're worried about, does this stuff work? Well, then go find any conviction you need in there in the group before you join. Because again, I'm not here to high pressure anybody. I'm here to share value of what's actually working if you put in the work. And it's clearly working for us in our business. And we're going to continue to use HighLevel, right? It's allowed us to build an incredible business with tremendous growth, which I've shown you. Who knows how far we're going to take this? We were recognized as the second fastest growing company. Maybe we'll be the first. But with that, everybody, appreciate you being here. It's been a great video. Like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Comment below if you want the 4-part AI Fast Track training and 30 days free trial to HighLevel. If you go to their website, you can't get that 30-day free trial. You can only get it through me. You're going to get a bunch of bonuses as well. So with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Aloha.